Okay, this is video number 2, and in this video, we're starting with the nav bar and the link to Bootstrap, and we are getting the grid system, and we want to get the cards. So remember, we have searched up Bootstrap. We're using version 5.3, and the next thing I want to do is to get a grid. So I'm going to go like that and say grid, and the first one I want to get is these one row of 3 columns. Remember, a row is horizontal and columns are vertical. So this is one row with 3 columns in it. So I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to go to my page right here. And as soon as my nav bar closes, I'm going to give it, one line space, and I'm going to paste it once. I'm going to paste it one more time. So I'm going to paste it twice. So that should give me 6 cells here. So you can see them right here. So it says column, column. It has 6 elements here. All right, we're going to go back and style these, but for now, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and grab something called a card. Okay, and I want the standard card right here. This card allows me to put an image here, I can title it, I can put some information here, and then I can have this be an anchor tag. So here, I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to go back here, and wherever it says column here, okay, so if it's sometimes easier for me to put a space after this right here is, okay, this begins a row right here. And then inside the row, you have 1 column, you have 2 columns, you have 3 columns. And then the row ends right here. See, the row ends, and then you have this thing called a container, which is a larger box it's sitting in. Okay, and this container is actually telling it to center itself, so it's actually good. Then you have the same thing down here. You have a container open, so you have a box here. Inside that box, you have another box, that's the row. Inside the row box, you have 3 smaller boxes that are each of the columns. So you have a row here, it starts here, it ends here. The container starts here, it ends there. Okay, so sometimes I like to give, before I make it more complicated with the cards, I like to space it out a little bit so I can see it. These spaces don't matter on the page. It's not going to make a change here. It just allows me to see where the columns are. Okay. And now wherever it says column, I want to replace it. I don't want the word column. I actually want the card to go in there. So here, and I'll tell you a quick trick. If you have your mouse on one of the items here, if you hold down Command, you can have multiple mouse clicks. So here my mouse is in 3 different locations. I can very carefully take out the word column, and I can paste the card in there. Okay, so you can see I have 1, 2, 3 cards. And if I go like this, you'll see I have 3 of them, and if I refresh them here, they should stay within their cells. Okay, good. I can go back here, and if you weren't into doing that, just do them one at a time. There's one right there. There's one right there. Sometimes the multiple mouse clicks gets confusing, so okay, so I have the grid system and I have the cards. And so the next video is going to go over how to style the cards.